Hi everyone and welcome to another video. Today I am going to be doing a catch up in my 5-year journal, my HOBONICHI 5-year journal, and somehow or other I missed the whole month of December. I do have other blank pages in this journal as well, but I just thought I still had some of my Christmas ephemera out, so I would just do a catch up session and finish writing down the most important things that happened during that month. So I do have my daily, my HOBONICHI Techo cousin on the left hand side there, and I'm just using that as a reference, and I'm just picking out the most important things that happened either in my life or if there was a milestone that my kids had, or something that was really important to me. And also, if there was any major things that are happening in the world, then I've also just made a note of that as well for future references. I try not to put too much ephemera in this journal just because it will last for 5 years, so I don't want to bulk it out too much, but you will see me put in some bits and pieces here and there. I got a wonderful advent calendar from my pen pal Louise, so I've got a box on the left hand side there that's got the ephemera that she sent me, and I did keep track of what I got every day in my HOBONICHI Techo. So if there was something that I could put in my 5-year journal that wasn't too bulky, then I've also added that in as well. I hope everyone is well. We have had a crazy few weeks with Christmas and New Year's, and the borders here in Queensland reopened, which meant we have had family up from the southern states who we haven't seen literally since before Easter last year. So we had my brother-in-law and his girlfriend come up, and then 2 of my cousins come up. So we've kind of been hopping from one gathering to another, but also have been watching the COVID cases rise because of it. So it's been a little bit stressful because we also wanted to see my grandma, who has not been well. So we kind of didn't go anywhere the week before Christmas because we wanted to make sure that we were healthy before we saw her. Yeah, it's just been crazy. My youngest son is turning 2 next week, so we had a birthday party for him on New Year's Day as well. So yeah, we kind of had Christmas and New Year's / birthday party / gatherings and family. How did you spend your Christmas? How was the weather there? Obviously, I'm in Australia, so it is summer at the moment. So we spent Christmas Day swimming and eating and drinking and just chilling out in the aircon. It did rain, but it's been very, very muggy. And this week, which is the first week of January, we've actually got an ex-cyclone offshore. So we've had a lot of wind, a lot of rain. The surf has been crazy. And it's just kind of been, we can't really go outside because it'll be sunny one minute and then all of a sudden it'll be blowing a gale, and then 5 minutes later we'll have this massive downpour and everything's wet then. So it kind of goes, once it starts to dry out a bit, it just rains again. So we've kind of been stuck in the house. Not going to lie, it's been a lot. Being on holidays with 2 toddlers has been a lot. Well, not 2 toddlers. I've got a 3.5-year-old as well. So one toddler and a very active little boy. So it's been a lot, but it's been fun. Definitely looking forward to getting back to work though, and getting back to a routine. I do find I get very tired when I don't have a proper routine. I kind of get lazy and I get bored and I just get tired a lot when I'm not working. I feel like maybe that's because I don't have some structure. I'm a person that likes structure and a plan. So you would have been able to see me move around this piece of paper inside the 5-year journal, and that's just an extra sheet that came with it. I'm not sure if it's kind of like a sample of the paper or whether it's there like if you make a mistake or need to add in a tip in, but it's just kind of like one single fold out page, and I'm actually using that as a writing board. I don't mind that the paper gets all crinkled from the pen, but I don't like the fact that the pen will actually transfer onto the other pages. So in my Techo Cousin, I do have just a normal half sheet of copy paper that I use, and it just kind of catches, you'll be able to see when I move it around that there's some ink that's caught on there. And that also means that I don't have to really wait for the ink to fully dry, because I can just put that down and that'll catch any of the loose ink as well. You can actually buy writing boards from Hobonichi, but I don't think that I would like a writing board because I don't like writing on a hard surface, if that makes sense. I feel like because it's a bit plasticky, I wouldn't like writing on that texture. So a piece of paper works fine for me. Not everyone uses a writing board or something to catch the ink, but that's just something that I prefer to do. Keeps my OCD happy with ink transferring. So I feel like I did quite well with my journaling in December. I wrote something down every day, even if it was just what I got in my advent calendar for the day from Louise. But I think there are 2 pages I didn't write anything. So I just want to go back and write down what we did that day, which was probably just chill out. Just so that my journal is then complete and I can do a flip through and pop it up on my shelf, and it's not going to be floating around on my desk waiting to get finished, because we all know that when you keep pushing something aside to be done later, it'll never get done. And also the memories won't be as fresh. So I just want to go in and write a couple of things for the last couple of days. But I have written some things in my 5-year journal already, just so that I could finish off this month and move on. So what I'm doing here is I've used 3 different types of wrapping paper this year. I got them all from Kmart. They were all quite different, but they were matchy colours, as in a dark green, a dark red, and then a pale green. And then kind of like a pinky, peachy colour as well. So there's this one with the houses and the snow, this Australia flora and fauna one, and then also the Christmas stamp, Christmas paper as well. So I just wanted to cut out a piece of those just as a memory of what wrapping paper I used this year. I do know that I used up quite a lot of space on that right-hand side page, especially for Christmas Day here. But we literally do the same routine every year for Christmas Day, or for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and Boxing Day. So I don't really need to write down what we did, because I've got a bigger account in my Hobonichi cousin, but we also have literally done the exact same thing for the last 11 years. We go to my parents on Christmas Eve, sleep there Christmas Eve, and have a champagne breakfast there on Christmas Day. We then do presents, and then my parents-in-law come over and we go swimming and have a traditional roast lunch. And then we just chill out in the aircon in the afternoon. And then on Boxing Day, we go to my parents-in-law, and they're Dutch, so they don't necessarily celebrate Christmas, but they celebrate Sinterklaas. So I've got this really cool Dutch wrapping paper here that's like printed on a craft paper that my mother-in-law got imported from Holland a few years ago. And yes, I kept it because I'm a paper hoarder. But I just thought that was a really good memory that on Boxing Day, we celebrate Sint and Zwarte Piet. And on Christmas, we celebrate Christmas Day, obviously. So it's always been a really nice routine for us because we've never had to split our Christmas Day. So what I'm doing now is my camera cut out. So I'm just going to do a really quick flip through. I think I only missed the last 3 or 4 pages. But I just thought I'd do a really quick flip through so you can see everything that we completed today and all the little bits of Christmas ephemera that I have put in, and also see the last few pages there. So I hope that you've had a wonderful Christmas and New Year's if you celebrate, and that your 2022 is going to be a lot better than 2021, because let's be honest, I think 2021 was a lot harder for a lot of people than even 2020 was. But I wish you all the best for this upcoming year, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.